in August of 1911, Prime Minister Wilfrid Laurier signed an order in council to put a ban on black immigration in Canada. Y'all are rude. Hello, welcome to the people them. Happy Friday. My name is Yolanda, and you're watching Flash Black Friday, where every Friday I flash black to a revolutionary hero or to an activist who's made an impact in the community that is what? Black. So if you're interested in Black history, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so that you can get notified every Friday when I upload a new video about a new hero who is Black. So today's story is about a man named Mr. Donald Willard Moore. Yes, have you heard of him? I don't know. If you haven't, now you're about to. Yes, don't worry, I got you. So today we're going to talk about Donald Moore and how he made an impact in Canada. He said, hello, ding dong. Welcome to the people them. I'm here in Canada, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shake up some things. So I'm gonna tell you a story, and I'm gonna stop talking with this introduction, all right? Donald Willard Moore, AKA Uncle Don, was born November 2nd, 1891. Yes, so he was Scorpio. You already know they feisty. Yes. So he was born November 2nd, 1891 in Lodge Hill Street, Michael's Parish in Barbados. Yes. I've always wanted to go there. Does anybody want to take me there? His father's name was Charles Alexander Moore, and his mother, Ruth Elizabeth Moore. Duh, they're married. Of course they'd have the same last name. Now, Donald Willard Moore was known as the Gentle Giant, the man with an iron fist in a velvet glove. He was a community leader, and guess what? He was a civil rights activist who fought to change Canada's exclusionary immigration laws. Thank you, Donald. At the age of 21, Donald picked up from Barbados and he moved to United States, but he didn't stay long. Very soon after, he ended up in Montreal. He picked up work in the Canadian Pacific Railway as a sleeping car porter. Now, this job would bring him to Toronto. Moore, just like many others who obtained this job, were expected to work 72-hour shifts. Let my boss ever tell me you need to work 72 hours. Yo, I will never stop laughing. You paying me millions? 100,000s? Not gonna happen. Now, the pay wasn't the greatest. And on top of that, there were no sleeping quarters provided. Now, many of these sleeping car porters actually had university degree or they had job training, but they were blocked from working in their field. Rude. So after Donald saved up enough, he enrolled himself in Dominion Business College in Toronto, and he completed the necessary course allowing him to register in the dentistry program. He wanted to become a dentist. This allowed him to register at Dalhousie University in Halifax in 1918. However, he was struck with tuberculosis. Don't make fun of me because I can't say it properly. Tuberculosis. And this would bring an end to that dream. But the way that I look at this was, that was God saying, that's not the direction I want to send you in, so can't happen. You got enough to do. So obviously he needed money. So he took a job as a tailor, which was a skill he picked up when he was living in Barbados. Yes. Mr. Moore would arrive in Canada in 1913. However, 2 years prior, in August of 1911, Prime Minister Wilfrid Laurier signed an order in council to put a ban on black immigration in Canada. Y'all are rude. Now, this was never formally invoked or included in the Immigration Act. And 2 months later, in October, it was repealed. You better. Now, in 1920, Moore met a man named Marcus Garvey. Now, I'm probably going to talk about Marcus Garvey in the upcoming weeks, but Marcus Garvey was just somebody who you need to know his name as well. Marcus Garvey was the founder of the Universal Negro Improvement Association, and Donald Moore was influenced by Marcus's policies and principles. I mean, why not? Man was doing big things. If you know Marcus, then you know he is about that life. In 1920, Moore started working at Occidental's Cleaners and Dryers, which was just off of Spadina Road. And after obtaining enough money, he purchased the business. So it was his. Yes, he did that. Now, of course, naturally, we black people love to be around each other. The West Indian community began to flock to his business. Established there was the Toronto branch of Marcus Garvey's Universal Negro Improvement Association, as well as the West Indian and Progressive Association, also the West Indian Trading Association. So the group of them, they just came together and said, you know what, ding, I got a plan. Let us all formulate and make some changes. And they did just that. Now, fast forward to 1951. Donald Moore decided he was going to found his own association, and that was called the Negro Citizenship Association. Their motto? Yeah, it was dedicated to the promotion of a better Canadian citizen. Now, their goal was to challenge the systemic denial of black immigration in Canada. Duh. And also to bring an end to the incarceration of those awaiting deportation or decisions on deportation. Because you see, let's rewind back to 1911 when they tried to put the ban on black folks. The Imperial Order Daughters of the Empire Association, along with many others, petitioned for Frank Oliver, who was Minister of Interior, to ban the immigration of blacks in the Great White North. They wanted it to stay the Great White North. Some of the arguments that they brought to light was that, hey, Canada is far too cold for blacks. Y'all wouldn't be able to survive. And also, the American racial politics would be adapted in Canada. So these people they were anticipating, they were like, well, little do you know, coming to Canada, we're just as racist.
Boy, if you don't...
That's what they were admitting. Don't come for me, because that's what they were admitting. Now, they never actually officially banned the settlement of blacks in Canada, but the Canadian officials made this road as hard as possible for blacks to find settlement here. They refused to send written material on how to immigrate, and they would discourage black folks by saying Canada is no better, we're just colder.
Okay.
What, more cold-hearted? I'm playing, that wasn't funny. They also refused to provide documentation showing that some blacks were farmers and actually made the best settlers. Duh, I mean, blacks have been working on farms. Remember the plantation farms? Yeah, so of course they would have experience in farming. And they would charge them full price and not the discounted settlers' fees when riding the train. Y'all rude, nasty for that, damn. They even went to the extent of hiring other African Americans to spread anti-Canada propaganda. They were like, yo, I need you to go tell your people that Canada's not as good. They also, at the border, forced them into tough medical exams. Not everybody's a doctor. I guess they thought black folks was doctors and nurses and stuff. I mean, I guess we heal ourselves, So Donald Moore was like, hey, we're gonna stop this. Team, let's go. So in Ottawa, on a Tuesday, April 27th, 1954, Moore led a delegation with 34 representatives from the Negro Citizenship Association, as well as unions and labor councils and other community organizations. And they presented a brief to Walter E. Harris, who was Minister of Citizenship and Immigration. So they were like, hey, Walter, how you doing? I got something that I gotta say to you, so you're gonna sit there, you're gonna listen, okay? All right. So here's how it goes, and I quote, "This Immigration Act since 1923 seems to have been purposely written and revised to deny equal immigration status to those areas of Commonwealth where colored peoples constitute a large part of the population. This is done by creating a rigid definition of British subject, British subjects by birth or by naturalization in the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, or the Union of South Africa and some citizens of Ireland. This definition excludes from the category of British subjects those who are in all other senses British subjects, but who come from such areas as the British West Indies, Bermuda, British Guiana, Ceylon, India, Pakistan, Africa, etc. Our delegation claims this definition of British subject is discriminatory and dangerous. Okay, Mr. Harris? It's dangerous. Now this kind of upset me because I'm like, wait, hold on there. You mean to tell me that you're going up in other people them place and then put your name tag on them and said, hey, guess what? You're a British subject now. And when they try to come into your place, you're like, you're not even British though. So why don't you go take your name off of my island? Exactly. Right. Y'all really just gonna go pick and choose who you want to come in Canada? No. From when you put your name tag on the people, them and say, oh no, British? No. Then we are come in Yasa as British citizens. Now, of course, this brief gained so much public attention. People were like, what did they say? Did they just say facts? Oh, well, I'm listening. Y'all continue. They went into detail on how the impact of these laws inhabited them. And then they made specific recommendations for change. They were like, since we're British too, thanks to you, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna hop up into your place and ain't nothing you could do. So of course, this brief opened the door for West Indian nurses to find employment here in Canada. In 1955, his work with the government of Jamaica, Canada, and Barbados would enable domestics to gain permanent residency after just 1 year of work. Yes, Donald Moore did that, so say thank you. And on November 3rd, 1955, the day after his birthday, the first 18 girls arrived. It's like, happy birthday, that's your gift. Thank you for working so hard. In 1956, he, along with 2 other members of the Negro Citizenship Association, purchased a 12-bedroom house on Cecile Street. And then they converted this into a rec center for the West Indian community, and they called this the Donavalon Center. And this offered various services and activities, such as dances, of course, because you know we have to bump and grind. There was tea parties, and of course, had to make a Sunday program because Black people love to go to church and praise. He even offered insurance for all of the members and had a publication of a quarterly newspaper. Go Donald. So after Donald made his impact, he said, all right, guys, I did what I came to do. Now it's time for me to relax because everybody deserves it. After all that hard work, he was like, I'm gonna sit down. I'm getting older, so I'm gonna chill.
All my life I had to fight.
So in 1975, he retired. He retired from his public life and his business. He became an avid gardener. He even became an award-winning member of the Horticulture Society. Yes, he knew what he was doing. He cultivated a beautiful, astonishing garden and greenhouse at his home in Drury. Now, I am a person that I would love to garden, but you see the way that worms are set out in the ground, I can't do that. So if my future husband is watching this, babe, I just want to say, I hope you're learning to garden because, you know, it would be nice to have a beautiful place. Growing some fruits and some vegetables, you know. I mean, I can water it. I definitely can water it as long as you just dig and you just put the stuff in there. So if you're watching this, babe, learn to garden, please. Because I can't. I won't. I'll just water them. He built this home shortly after purchasing the undeveloped lot back in 1942. Donald Willard Moore would gain numerous awards for his contributions within the West Indian community, as he should, as well as the Canadian Society, as he should. And now those awards were the City of Toronto's Award of Merit in 1982, the Ontario Bicentennial Medal in 1984, as well as the Harry Jerome Award of Merit, also in 1984. He also received the Barbados Service Medal in 1986, the Ontario Ministry of Citizenship Award in 1987, also the Order of Ontario in 1988. Then he got the Order of Canada in 1990. They were just like bills, like, you know, when they passed the bills to the stripper, they were just handing out awards to him like that. Damn. Donald made such an impact that he even had a scholarship named after him called, wait for it, the Donald Moore Scholarship. Wow. So if you go to George Brown and you are a nursing or a business student, take advantage of that award. You should know of that award. And if you don't, well, now you do. And if you know of somebody in George Brown doing that program, tell them about the Donald Moore Scholarship. Yes, it's there. In August of 1994, the great Donald Moore passed away in his sleep at the beautiful age of, wait for it, 102. Now they say the good die young, but the great live to see their works in fruition. Yes. He passed away in his sleep, leaving behind his wife of nearly 30 years, Kay, also his son and his 3 stepchildren. Donald made such an impact that in 2000, the Toronto Cultural Division made a plaque, which is hanging at 20 Cecile Street, his street, to commemorate Moore's contribution in the West Indian community and in Canada. So let me know what you think about Donald Moore's story. Does that shock you? Doesn't that make you so happy to know that because of him, so many Blacks were able to have a beautiful life here in Canada? Now that is the story in the life of Mr. Donald Willard Moore and how he impacted Canada. He came, he saw, and then he changed. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe so that you can get notified every single Friday when I upload a new video. And remember, have enough courage to start and enough heart to finish. And make sure you learn something new when? Every day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.